This week on Machinery Pete TV, it was cold at the Lawrence Crom retirement auction, but the bidding was red hot for this immaculate 6150 Hillco Sidehill combine. A Farmall A that gathered dust is now parade ready. And Pete looks at some of the auction items that got his attention in early 2024.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. For farmers working to lift, change, and repair tires, check out the Tire Grabber at thetiregrabber.com. No other cornhead works like a Drago or pays you back like one. Visit your Drago dealer and see how you can justify owning a Drago on ROI alone. Hey folks, welcome to Machinery Pete TV. This is, I think, the first time my camera guy, Russ Natusco, has ever been standing on a snowbank while we're filming a show open. But I tell you, 3 rules I've learned over the years, folks. Number 1, when equipment gets to be 10 years old, all of a sudden everybody wants to buy it if it's in good condition. Rule number 2, I call it the rule of 12. Your favorite tractor when you're 12 years old, a good chance that'll be your favorite tractor for the rest of your life. And rule number 3, we're going to test today. Bad weather equals hot bidding. It's 9 below here today, but we've got some beautiful equipment, including a 21 model Case IH 6150 Hillco Sidehill Combine. But first, we got to go back to the studio and get the latest farm equipment news.
All right, thanks, Pete. I'm Clinton Griffiths. The 58th Annual National Farm Machinery Show taking place Valentine's Week in Louisville, Kentucky. With 1.2 million square feet of indoor exhibitor space, some 800 companies were on hand for the 4-day event. Now, the show, estimating about 300,000 visitors, peruse the aisles, looking at the latest and most innovative equipment the industry has to offer. It is considered the largest indoor farm trade show in the country. Stocks fell Tuesday following the latest release of January inflation data. Now, the Consumer Price Index rising 0.3% last month and up 3.1% year over year. Now, that's higher than economists predicted. Driving inflation last month, a sharp rise in shelter prices, up 6% year over year. Food was 2.6% higher. And just a few years ago, the biggest source of income for many farmers was government payments. But USDA says that won't be the case this year. In 2020, direct government payments totaled $45.5 billion. Last year, they were down to $12 billion. And this year, they're expected to dip again by about $2 billion to just over $10 billion. And looking at crop production this year, changing weather patterns. Forecasters now saying that a La Nina weather pattern could emerge in the second half of 2024. You can see that in blue here. The pattern typically brings increased precipitation to Australia, Southeast Asia, and India, while bringing drier weather to key growing areas here in the U.S. The National Weather Service Climate Prediction Center puts the possibility at 55%. Now let's check on some recent auctions from around the country. Now back to our host, Machinery Pete.
Hey folks, hang in there with us. Coming up, we got a pre-def semi. I think you're going to want to tell your friends and neighbors about it. It's a beauty, a 2007 Volvo VT64 T800. This thing's only got 144,140 miles on it.
Today, when you're looking for a way to harvest more corn, you can count on Drago to get the job done. With self-adjusting deck plates, more aggressive gathering chains, and longer knife rollers for less ear bounce, Drago corn heads make every hybrid yield better. You'll like their durability too. No other corn head works like a Drago, or pays you back like one. Visit your Drago dealer and see how you can justify owning a Drago on ROI alone.
Well, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. So we're gonna be taking off these 800 metric Goodyear LSWs and putting on 320s, narrow ones. Man, that tire grabber system is incredible. I think it took us less than 45 minutes to change them for the first time. I guarantee you it's gonna be quicker than that next time.
Best way I've seen to fix faded paint? Dakota Shine. Made in South Dakota by Dakota Ag Innovations, a company with a 20-year history of working with top construction equipment manufacturers, now offering Dakota Shine to the farm community to help you keep your equipment looking like new and retain more value when it comes time to sell or trade. Key active ingredient from corn, soy derivatives. Order online at dakotashine.com or visit your regional farm stores to pick up your Dakota Shine today. Hey folks, I'm here with Mark Crom, son of Lawrence Crom. We're at the farm in Sidney, Iowa, in advance of the beautiful auction with great equipment. And now, Mark, you live not too far away, just up in Randolph,
Yeah,
Iowa?
Randolph, Iowa, about 15 minutes from here.
Okay.
I farm around that area, over by Malvern and Strand area quite a bit. So.
And we're standing next to an 856 here, Mark. We were chit-chatting a little bit. You grew up driving red tractors, maybe this one, and did you say also a 1486?
Yeah, I did, and so I don't know any better. That's what what I did.
And the combine, that 6150 Hillco Sidehill, that's a pretty cool item. I don't run across those every day.
Right. Yeah, that was kind of a big investment. Keep him in new equipment, make the job easier for him,
Right.
I guess.
Tell us about your dad, Lawrence. As a dad and as a farmer, what did you learn from him growing
Well,
up and to this day?
I'd say I'd have to learn a lot of mechanics, and we spent a lot of hours wrenching on these 856s, and so that all helped me down the road, I think.
Right. And you're still smiling as you say you spent a lot of hours wrenching. So.
Yeah, I think it's easier now to say it than
Exactly.
back then, but yeah, we did learned a lot of hard work, that's for sure. So.
Well, folks, pre-def, good condition semis, man, have they been red hot here the last number of years. And I tell you, we got a nice one today, an 07 Volvo VT64 T800. This thing's only got 144,140 miles on it.
And now 60, and now 60,000, and now 60,000, 65, 55, here down 60, internet child, 60,000, in 55, here down 60, to the ball 65, 55, here down 60, in 55, here down 60, down to the ball 55, get 57, 50, happy. I'm at 55,000, here down 700, down 50, where y'all in, gonna go, now 60,000, and now 62.5, and now 62.5, and 60,000, here down 25, where 62.5, here's 62.5, get 61, happy, 61,000, here's 60,000, here down, now 2, and 62, 3, and 62, here down 3, down 3, there, and 62, here and 3, internet child, 63, and 62,000, here down 3, down 3, down 63. What's he say, internet? 63, now 64, and now 65, is 64 and 5, 5 he's out again, 65, internet gonna be 5, is 64, here down 5, here 65,000, is 65, down 6,000, is 66,000, now 67,000, in now 67 players, 66, 7 players, 67, and now 67,000, what's he say, kid? 67,000, is 66, here down 67,000. So the truck, $66,000 right here on site. Buyer 36, thank you, sir.
Well, folks, I'm an old Minnesota boy. I love the snow. I grew up in it, and it's kind of fun to stand in a snowbank as we intro a piece of equipment. And I tell you, we got a nice planter here, a 2014 Kinsey 3200 12-row 30-inch. Now, last year in 2023, the average auction price on a 3200 12-row was $35,139.
27 here and 28,000. At 28 now 29. Not about 9 there. 28 here and 29,000. Internet out 29. At 28 here and 29,000. Not about 28 here and 29. At 29 now 30,000. Not about gonna be 30. And now 31. And now 31. He's 31. And now 32. And 31 here and 2. Total on 2. Paradigm at 31,000 here and 32,000. And 31 here and 2. Now 3. At 32,000 here to 33,000. At 32 here and 31 3. Now 34. 33 here. Now 4. Come on, internet. 34. Now 35. In 34. Hit them. 5 here. 35,000. Now 36,000. In 35 here. 36,000. Internet share. 6,000. In 36,000. Hit them. 37. Now 7. click the button now, 9. Is 39, out of the 9, where 39. Is 39, have high speeds in the lead, 38, 39,000. Is 38 here, out of the 9, now 40s, I'm going to get 40. And now 40s, out of the 9, 39 here and 40. And now 40,000, internet, click the button, you're out now, 40,000. And now 40s, out of the 40 pair, 39 here and 40. I'm at 39,000 here, down 40,000. So the planner your way, Brian. $39,000. Put them on buyer number 34 is the buyer. Thank you.
Here are a few more items that sold on today's sale. The only way I've seen to safely clean aluminum grain on stock trailers is Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner from Dakota Ag Innovations. With over 15 years of proven performance cleaning all types of aluminum, the results speak for themselves. Dirty, stained, and discolored aluminum trailers don't stand a chance against Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner. Safely improve the appearance of your aluminum trailers at home and make a statement with Bright Plus. Order today at trailercleaner.com or find Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner at a farm store near you. What's that piece of equipment worth? Check out Machinery Pete's auction prices for the answer. Free to view, updated daily, all types of equipment. Go to machinerypete.com and click on the auction tab, then auction price data. Hey folks, I'm here with Tom Schramm, Schramm Auction Incorporated out of Gretna, Nebraska. Now Tom, you've been in the auction biz how many years?
Oh, 25.
25. So you've seen the ups and downs.
Yes, we have.
Of the market. And what is your gut telling you right now as we come up on this sale, but here early in 2024, kind of how the machinery market, how folks are feeling?
Well, I mean, we're certainly looking at the commodity prices, corn and soybeans in this area, and we're $2 lower on corn than what we were a year ago.
Right.
However, if you go price new equipment and the price of that, I think it's going to hold this good low-houred used one-owner equipment up, like on this retirement farm sale we're having tomorrow. So,
well, that's what our data is showing.
Yes.
For sure, that the price of new. I remember Tom standing at a sale 25, 30 years ago and watching, maybe a combine sell for 150, 200,000, and people saying it can't go any higher. And here we are, 2024, and a new combine costs what it does, and these tractors. But it does kind of make focused demand on the nice used stuff, doesn't it?
Yes, because you mentioned a combine. Well, you're talking between $1.5 and $750,000 for a new combine, or more maybe.
Right.
It depends on how it's spec'd.
Right. And this Maxim 150 here with only 140 hours on it, 3 years old, it's a like new tractor.
Yes, it is, and like I said, it's loader ready. It's all you have to do if you want to put a loader on it is buy a loader and put on it. And no, this is certainly very, very nice one owner, low-houred equipment here tomorrow.
Hey folks, welcome back to Tractor Tales. This week we have a very special story for you with a tractor with a World War II connection. A 1940 Farmall A from Iowa.
Beautiful, but an amazing story behind it, Larry. Tell us how you came upon it.
It was in 2001, came upon a consignment sale going on in a lot, and I walked around and I stumbled onto this tractor. It had a good 1/4 inch thick layer of caked dust all over the whole thing. You couldn't see any paint on the top sides. The lights were all covered. Everything was generator. Everything was covered. You couldn't tell what it was actually, except it was an A Farmall. And I got the bid, and he said sold, and a middle-aged man ran up there and really adamant he wanted to buy the tractor from me. And first I told him no, and then I got inquisitive and I asked him why he was so adamant about buying it. And he told me the story that a young man in the early 40s had bought the tractor and was going to, I don't know, he's going to start farming or something. Anyway, this young man was about the same age as this man's dad. And he got drafted into service in World War II, became a casualty, and never came home. The tractor was in a building, the neighboring farm of theirs, and in storage for over 60 years. Never moved.
But when you got it home to the farm and kind of cleaned it up, I mean, this is not restored right here.
Oh, it's original.
It's original.
It's all original. I'm sure that the fact that it had that layer of dust on or dirt on it actually preserved the paint.
Hey folks, stick around. It's been quite a while since we featured a Sidehill combine on Machinery Pete TV, and I tell you, got a beauty today, our feature item. It's a 21 model case size 6150 Hillco Sidehill. It's only got 321 step hours on it.
Today, when you're looking for a way to harvest more corn, you can count on Drago to get the job done. With self-adjusting deck plates, more aggressive gathering chains, and longer knife rollers for less ear bounce, Drago corn heads make every hybrid yield better. You'll like their durability too. No other corn head works like a Drago, or pays you back like one. Visit your Drago dealer and see how you can justify owning a Drago on ROI alone.
Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. You've got to try this. The power of foam is the only way to clean and degrease your equipment. Simply foam it on, give the foam a few minutes to work, and power wash it off. Cuts grease and your wash time significantly. The foam won't harm electrical sensors or controls. It neutralizes and washes away farm chemicals and is safe to use on most surfaces. Call 888-996-7801 or go online to check out their dealer locator at poweroffoam.com to find the power of foam near you.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
All right, folks, the weather today doesn't exactly say harvest time, but I tell you, our feature item, we got a beautiful combine here, a 2021 case size 6150 Hillco Sidehill. It's only got 321 step hours on it. Now, over the years, these Sidehill combines, I've seen them go both ways at auction. I mean, the buying pool is lower, fewer folks looking for them, but they're very hard to find. So it's time to find out what this baby's going to break.
Hit 220, out of the 20 higher, 220. Hit 220 here, 25. Hit 225 out of the 5 higher, 225. Hit 220 down, 3 down, out of the 5 down, 30. Hit 230 out of the 30 higher, 230. And now 230 out of the 30, now 35. Hit 235,000. Hit 235, now 240. And now out of the 40 higher, 240. Now 45. Hit 245 out of the 5 here, now out of the 45. Hit 245 out of the 5 here, Brian out on the phone, 245. Hit 240 down, 3 down, 5 out of the 5 here, 245. And now 250, and now 50, now 60. I'm a 250 new fire broke out, 260,000. You guys are all out. 260,000. It's 260, now 270, pound of the 170 fire. I'm 70, now 80. 280, pound of the 80 fire. I'm 280, pound of the 80 fire, 280. Now 80, now 90. I'm 290, pound of the 90 fire. I'm 284, down to the 90. Now 300,000, and now 310. I'm a 310, down to the 10, 10. Got to the together, 310, sir. It's 310, to the 10 fire, 310. You're all out, Brad. Where you at, Tim? Way in the back. 310. 310. 310. And now to the 10, 10, going to be 10 out of the 310. And 310 down to the get 310. Now 320, Tim. 320. And 310 here down to the 20 down to the down to the 320,000. And 310 here down 320. To the 20 fire 310, 320. And 310 here down to the 20 fire 315. Help me, Tim. 315. 315, down to the 15 fire. I'm a 310, here down 15 for the 15 fire. DML's here, 315,000. I'm a 310, here down for the 15 fire. Yes or no? We gotta go, guys. I'm a 310 here, 315,000. Y'all in, get go. 310, 315. What about you? 315, 315, down to the 15 fire. DML's here, 315. 310,000 right over here. Buyer 78, buyer 78. Thank you.
Well, folks, the feature item on the sale today, kind of fun to watch a Hillco Sidehill combine sell at 21 model. Case size 6150, only 321 step hours on it. Came in at $310,000. That is the fourth highest auction price I've ever seen on a 6150.
Well, folks, since the calendar flipped to 2024, I tell you, I've seen some very interesting auctions, and let me highlight one in particular for you. So this sale was January 30th, an online sale by United Edge Real Estate and Auction Company out of Edgerton, Ohio, and the equipment was from the area. Now let's start off with the highest price item on the auction, this never been to the field 2024 John Deere N540C 40-foot air seeder with 7.5-inch spacing. So for $245,000. And if we talk tractors, boy, I tell you, good condition, slightly older four-wheel drives have been red hot. Another example here, this 1997 Case IH 9330 row crop special, 7,157 hours on it. It had 3-point and 1,000 PTO. So for $60,000. Now, if we stay pre-def, this 2006 Case IH MX305, 2,953 hours on it, so for $122,000. Now that's actually the third highest auction price ever on an MX305 with at least 2,900 hours. And we'll wrap up tractors with a classic here for you. How about this 1970 Farmall 826 Gold Demonstrator? Only 5,365 hours on it, so for $24,000, fifth highest auction price I've ever seen on an 826. But I think we'll save the best for last, folks. How about this? An International 815 Combine. Just don't see many of these around anymore. And this one was only showing 727 hours on it. Now it's sold without any heads for $2,750. And that's actually the fifth highest auction price I've seen the past 24 years on International 815. But it's the highest in nearly 9 years.
Well, all you viewers of Machinery Pete TV down south, hey, we took the bullet for you this week, being outside here 9 below zero in Sydney, Iowa. But I tell you, totally worth it. Beautiful line of machinery for Lawrence and Mary Lou Crom, and fun to watch that 6150 Sidehill sell for $310,000. We'll see you back here next week. Now, hopefully, it might even be a little warmer.
It better be.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. For farmers working to lift, change, and repair tires, check out the Tire Grabber at thetiregrabber.com. No other cornhead works like a Drago or pays you back like one. Visit your Drago dealer and see how you can justify owning a Drago on ROI alone.